Andrew. On the news, I'm sure you followed some of the headlines. If you missed it, I'll just take a few of them. Governor Fubara meets President Tinubu. Rivers lawmakers donate money to Anthony boat accident victims. Shop owners affected by the Port Harcourt Ring Road project resort to street trading. Those are some of the headlines from the news. On the Nation newspaper, we have a few of them as well. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook, so you can join in on the conversation. Simply get on Facebook, search Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, like the page, and that's it. That's all you need to do, and you interact with all of the content you find there. You can watch from wherever you are in the world and drop your comments real time. Anxiety in 7 states as Supreme Court delivers judgment. You find that one on The Nation. Road project contractors get green light on 1.5 trillion naira payment. Federal government alerts Nigerians to meningitis outbreak. That's also on The Nation newspaper. And let's see, experts cautiously optimistic about CBN's takeover actions. All of those you would find on The Nation newspaper. Remember to use the WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. Again, 0809 030 6416. That is the WhatsApp number. You can call us up on 0817 923 0003. 0817 923 0003. You can also call 0817 923 0002. You can call us up on any of those numbers to join in on the conversation this morning. All right, let's start off with the messages we have on WhatsApp. There's a few of them coming in already. This one is from... please let me also say this. We would not want aliases when you send in your messages. Please. All right, those messages should carry your name and where you're sending them from. No aliases, please. Because of the alias on this one now, I can't take it because I don't know who still is. I don't think still is anybody's name. It's morally wrong for a better edu to embezzle funds meant for the poor. Too bad. Christian Williams from Igbo Eche. Well, at the moment, it has not been confirmed by any court of law that she did. Now, there are certain activities or actions that she took that were did not follow a due process, and that is what they're investigating to know whether it could be that she honestly meant well, but did not understand the process to follow or followed the wrong process. That's a possibility. And it's also possible that, maybe he was trying to divert the money for personal use or for other use. That's also a possibility. So investigations will reveal that. And then I'm sure when they get the fact that they want, they charge her to court. And at the end of the day, we will ascertain whether or not, yes, she is really guilty of the crime. But so far, so good. There are many possibilities to it. This one says, Martin Zamayewule's faction donated 2 million for 11 families of Anthony boat mishap. What would 2 million do for a family of 11? They can do more than this. Thank God I beat to Egbo. Agreed, they can do more than this, but at least appreciate 2 million. It's not really their right. They can decide not to even donate. Nobody will beat them. Nobody will beat them. I don't know if the local government chairman for that place where the thing happened has donated. I don't know if the ward chairman and the councillors in that community have come together to put something for the families. I don't know if the lawmaker representing that constituency at the national level or the senatorial district, I don't know if they have donated. So the people that have donated 2 million, like it or not, small or big, appreciate it. Good morning. If you hear me, Supreme Court, 7 governors know their fate today. The court should look at the merit of the matter and forget about technicalities. It's so sad the way judgments are given today in this country. Eze King Boy sent that message. This one says, Governor Fubara should stop going to the president. He will always advise him in Wike's favor. The governor should be on the side of the people and take some rugged decisions to survive the evil plans against him. He can reach out to the former transport minister for advice, Pastor Vincent. Well, whether you like it or not, the president is the president, and if he's going to have a smooth sailing in the state, he needs to be on the same page with the president. that is just what it is. He will choose who he wants to meet for advice. Governor Fubara paid a private visit to President Tinubu. This was mission impossible before the war. Peace, they say, doesn't solve every problem. That's if you understand what I mean. Onyekachi case, I'm not sure we do, but that's your message. We don't know what the problem is with the phone lines. But please, you can use the WhatsApp number if we're having difficulties reaching us through the phone lines, because I think we're having some issues with the phone lines at the moment. But our engineering team will be on it. We'll get that back on, so you get across to us. It's quite difficult to access your calls at the moment. I can't tell why. If INEC had conducted a free and fair election, there will be no need to always end in Supreme Court, because citizens are the ones that decide and not the politicians. Ezekiel Isaiah, you sent that message in. Inserim Gift says, I can't remember the last time Rivers Assembly made donations of this sort. Could it be attributed to political crisis in the state? Could it just be an eye service to attract sympathy of the populace? Hope such a show of benevolence and magnanimity won't be short-lived. When the crisis is eventually over, we are watching. Inserim Gift, however you want to describe it. Of course, everybody would have different ways to describe it, but the bottom line is they did it. I don't think of any politician that does something in this country and the kind of politics we play that does something just for the sake of doing it for the people. I don't know. So, but the thing is, did you do it? Is it of benefit to the people? For the peace of the state, I think it is high time the entire Rivers people unite. I think that's what you meant, and give it a top fight against this set of people led by the minister. What? I didn't get to the part. Enough is enough, but your name is not there. Your message is not complete. Good morning, PME. Governor Fubara visited Tinubu. It's a welcome development, but the governor should show concern about the predicament of local government council workers in the state. Please make out time for some of us who are council workers to talk with your station on our suffering, stagnation, and modern day slaving we are going through. Prince George from Abalama Asauga. Prince George, I would still try. It's good to have these conversations, but it's also very good to have the conversations so that something is done. And that's why having the right people to have the conversation with is of utmost importance. Regardless, I think everybody, we have, not just even say we have tried time and time again to talk with Nolge, at least put out what are the workers going through at the local government. Yes, you might have said it before, but it doesn't hurt to say it again until somebody does something. The Commissioner for Information was on the show, and we had a conversation. If you had listened, I'd said him again. And when the bonus for local government, what happened? The local government and local government chairman, I think there's a lot that we need to do with regards to the activities of local government chairmen in Rivers State. I think people now need to begin to hold them even more accountable, and not just from the political perspective, but through which they do some of the things that they do, some of them, and how they relate to the people, some of them as well. If they are getting these monies they are getting monthly, where are they putting it? What are they doing with it? Why are we not hearing much from them? What is it? The projects that they even do, are these projects that are economically viable? Or they just do the projects to answer, I have done this, I did this and that in my time? Because it's not just about doing. It's the same way some people will attack state government and say, we don't need only this one, they are building this, we don't need this, it's only this one we need. But your local government is only market. Some of the hospitals that they build are not running. There's no system facilities are not there, they are not running. Some of the schools that they built are not operating, but they've built school. It's a general problem. And if people don't wake up and begin to ask the right questions, from the councillors to everyone, if you don't begin to ask the right questions, sadly, this is how it's just going to continue. Workers are being owed. In some local government, they say it's ghost workers, the wage bill is over bloated. Okay, adjust it now. How long would it take? Some people are not even receiving the minimum wage that they ought to receive. And they are not, and what hurts some of the workers the most, I think, is the fact that the explanation that is being given to them does not make sense, does not add up. It's not adding up. It's not making sense. If the wage bill is bloated, who bloated it? Who added names to it? Who put the ghost workers there? Governor Fubara's visit to President Tinubu is a good development. Fidelis Elemoa from Chokocho, you sent in that message. Would also look at some of your comments on Facebook. Let's go there quickly now and see what you're saying on Facebook. Don't forget, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. The phone lines, we're still trying to get it on. Hopefully, we get it back on in a matter of moments. It's still, we're still trying to work. We're working on it. So please bear with us. Can't tell exactly where that problem is coming from, but just bear with us. It will be on. In the meantime, you can interact with us using the WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. And you can also send messages on Facebook at Nigeria Info PH. So on Facebook here, this one says Lorenzo Delight. Okay, and please let's keep our messages short. I said that Lorenzo Delight sent me an epistle. Keep the messages very short, please. The visit of the governor to Mr. President is as a result of what is going on in River State. Why is the Assembly now repealing the bill they passed before election that many described as witch-hunting political parties? The military is using our slogan, no grief for anybody, to encourage troops, while the Nigerian police is against it. Yes, I saw a video of the Nigerian police. Now, I didn't want to be too hasty with my comments. I knew that he had the logo of one of the popular TV stations on it, but in this day and time, anything can happen. With the technology available at our fingertips, anything can happen. You don't believe everything. So I needed to be sure. I put a few calls through because for me, it sounded unbelievable, but then it does not mean that it's not possible. I'm not a security expert, so I wouldn't understand how the police are looking at it from. But it was trending. It's been circulating all over social media. WhatsApp statuses, you see police officer saying the no grief for anybody thing. They think it has come out from some sort of sect or group, and it could bring about some revolutionary group, I think was the word used, and it could bring about increase in crime, criminality, and so they're trying to stop it now. And I'm like, how do you stop people from saying no grief for anybody? So people will keep saying it. You can't stop people from saying that. But whatever it is, if really that's coming from the police, I'm pretty sure they would have to give more explanation and make people understand the points they're trying to make. David Victoria on Facebook says Dr. Betta is a sorry, but I can't take that. Alari Speak says, good morning, Ifeami. Governor Fubara is trying his best to give us the best visit, although visit he should be allowed to do his best. Ogu Odone Justice on Facebook says, Fubara's visit to Tinubu is characterized with difficult decisions to make in between Rivers, Elders' opinion, and Tinubu's 8-point peace accord, and more so is the activities of defunct 27 lawmakers. Clinton Eric Kerry says the governor's visit to the president cannot be unrelated to the ongoing political squabbles, but Rivers people will continue to insist that the right thing be done in the state. Finally, the governor should reconduct the recruitment exercise on basis of merit, characterized with more transparency. The one that was conducted was shredded with irregularities. Those selling on the streets for demolition of their shops for ring of construction were they not compensated? The money was for that purpose. Now, street trading is wrong. I don't support it. That's very true. Street trading is wrong. Even though at the moment, because of the situation we find ourselves as a country, but also remember that street trading is everywhere in the world. Even the most civilized part of the world, people still trade on the streets. If the task force for illegal street trading and all are available, they might have to do their job, yes. But I also believe when you listen to those people, and the economic situation at the moment, we have to come to some balance in all of this. There has to be a middle ground, because with the economic situation at the moment, it would be very difficult. It would be very difficult to just outrightly say you're chasing everybody off. There has to be some balance, middle ground for the government and those people who trade on streets, and we find alternatives and see how we can handle it. But whether street trading is wrong, it is completely wrong. There's no argument about it. How we go about addressing it, is what's important. Alabo, God knows, says why are the assembly members repealing the law they passed just last year? It's very laughable. Wamate Bernard, you listen to the reason why. Economic reason was the ultimate thing why they had to repeal it. If you listen to the lawmaker while he was speaking. Wamate Bernard says Governor Fubara's visit to the president is inconsequential. He knows what he is doing and should make correction and genuine peace, not playing smart without being clever. Ahmed from Elele. The fact that a lot of people keep saying that when they say peace, they say the governor has to make peace. It takes two people to make peace. If two people are fighting, it's two people that have to come to middle ground to make peace, true or false. So I think we should also mention every person involved in this and say let them make peace and not the governor. Everybody involved, every single person involved in this should make peace. Should come, sit down, meet at the center or at the middle, anyone, and make peace. Simple. Governor Sim Fubara may likely dump PDP for APC in the coming month. That ability center. One of Biajunwan Tango says Governor Fubara meets President Tinubu. Hope the meeting is not for the governor to sign another agreement too, because we real state engineers will let this one go down well. Anyways, this is thank God Biajunwan from Ichie. The messages on Facebook are a lot of them, enormous. Thank you. We'll get back to WhatsApp now, but first, let's look at some more headlines now. We'll go over to the Daily Times newspaper and see what the headlines there are saying before we go back to more messages on WhatsApp. Don't forget 0809-030-6416 is the WhatsApp number, so you can send us your messages on WhatsApp. Hello, Nigeria. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ethan.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Chief Comrade. I am Brave, Chairman Young Elders Council.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Sim Fubara visit the governor, the president. Yeah, the governor of Rivers State is visiting Mr. President. I think for me, it's a good one. Maybe let us not just preempt him, because he may meet him to tell him that 8 points that is signed is not going down well with the state, because he's leading people. And if the people that is leading things that he signed does not go well with them, I think the governor has every prerogative to go back to the president and let him know. So for me, Mr. Governor, as you go, I hope you told him that Rivers people are not happy with that memorandum you signed. That 8 points is not okay with them, because there is nothing that is carrying the state along. Because all the 8 points is just for one man, and one man cannot carry River State anymore. Because if one man cook for state, it will not even reach the state. But if the state cook for one man, it cannot finish it. So please, Mr. Governor, my take this morning that if you did not tell Mr. President, frankly, you should go back to the president and say,
all right, thank you.
8 does not go down.
Point has been made. Nigerian, good morning. Name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, my name is David. I'm calling you from Nkoro.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk about the Commission of the former lawmakers donating 2 million to people abandoning. I want to thank them for their friends now, since they are not members of House of Assembly. I want to thank them. And I want to also use the opportunity to thank Chijoke Nwa, the youth leader, national youth leader. He's fine. Look at what he's saying today. I'm very, very happy with him. He should continue with his good work. And the man criticizing Ojingofa spoke very, very well. Yes. The former governor should please leave our governor alone to work for us. Andrew Kim, as I'm coming to you, come to the houses. I don't know, in terms of crisis, you have a very good things. During this crisis, I have never eaten in Koro. I live with never life for over 20 days. That's not going. What to that house, they are working. All the street lights for that is working. But during they are good. All these are not working. So I believe that I'm praying that the crisis should continue on me. For me, I will previously to develop. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning, Nigerian.
Good morning, Nigerian.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from, please. Okay, go ahead.
Let me talk about this is Tinubu Abuja. Let's take care for this time. Not at this time. Even people are not happy in that one. When he go, he has to decide as a man. Do what he wants to do. I get my point. So you have to do something that the river people will be feel happy. The other one is the House of Assembly who donated money to the victims in
their own. They have to work with the governor so that the River State will move on and we're able to achieve something in this state. Forget about the FCT minister. He will rule his own and gone away. On their own, they are not told their name, not on the FCT minister. I get to my point. So let me tell you what they are going to do. That they should not go there and be doing their access to the governor. Let me stop there. Thank you. This is Dakuku from our pocket.
All right, thank you, Dakuku. Hello, Nigerian.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning.
Andrew, I'm calling this morning.
Okay, go on, Cookie Gap.
Andrew, the governor visited the president yesterday. The local development. Please, governor, he told the president that presented that budget again is not going to work in River State. Nobody present budget for second time, it's just once. Number two, Assembly want to remain, I think they just passed 1 year now. And we see what I said that time in your station here that the day was the paper going weekend was to suffer the opposition party to campaign River State. Which is a lie. Communicate that they want the place to be tasty. After the rally, they can use to anywhere they want. But today, they want to repeal it. We can carry it one. I can say 5 minutes to River in the first school. The commission has ruled River State, off River State, and kept us in the dungeon. Today, want to repeal those things that there was for that time. All this what now? For me, Sergeant Gopher and this person, Sergeant Gopher does not speak well. And Alex Welle was a member of APC. Now, someone that make him gave him the associate advisor today. He has sent him back. So destiny is going to watch it. Nemesis will say, come out with it tomorrow.
All right.
A man do in River State or I do.
Thank you. Thank you, Nigerian, for a good morning.
Good morning, Ifeanyi Andrew.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Comrade Letan Barry Sunday, calling from Bori.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, let me look at Governor Singh meets President Tinubu and could not discuss the discussion of Kano, expose the discussion. For me, I am optimistic that the discussion between the both of them will yield a very positive result, in as much as Governor Sim Fubra has decided not to air or expose their discussion to the public. I know that was as regard to the 7-point agreement reached. So I want to urge Governor Sim Fubra, without disclosing this information to the people, he should ensure that when he gets to River State, those things that he wishes to do in order to ensure that peace reigns in River State, and for him to continue to use the red biro to sign documents in River State. I think it is in his responsibility to ensure that he use the right thing and do the right thing at the right time.
Thank you very much.
So that peace will continue.
Nigeria Info, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Sam, calling from Dina.
Okay.
We got to deliver judgment in some states. Let me talk about Kano issue. The people of Kano voted for NRPP candidates, and I appeal to 3 countries. Let them give back the land in its mandate so that the Kano will be at peace. Therefore, for the case in Katsina State, it's not a good one. They say it, and I will continue to say that let our president, the governors, let them sit up. This clean everyday security is getting out of hand. As soon as urgency, let our president and the governors summon a security meeting so they can know how to tackle it. This is my comment. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Sorry about the noise. I am Mrs. Uche here. I'm calling from Eche.
All right, go on.
Let me quickly look at Honorable Mune cautions in Gofa over sensitive issues and warned him not to address Wike as a baby. He get one animal and if you don't forget his name, whether an antelope have been waiting. We say you know the best for who shoot and gun, but who say, Tiamo, you don't run, where make a hunter see and shoot them. In as much as we are in a democratic era where we have freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean we should be talking or using words wrongly. It is Governor Sim that has opened door or gate for all these people to be addressing Wike carelessly, if you ask me. Wike is a baby according to Ngofa, but I can retired somebody like Ngofa. In his word, he could not nominate ordinary councillor. In his word, he has no structure. In his word, he is not known. In his word, he has not heard any voice. In his word, he has not done anything. Yet, a baby retired you. And today, because there is issue of father and son, they don't open gates for you, Wike and baby. Let me conclusively say that Wike said when the right time comes, they will know who is in charge. I believe on that word and I take a bow. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, we have a short commercial coming in a matter of moments. We'll take some more calls when we return from that commercial. In the meantime, Uzutam Ziki says, which of the 8-point agendas stops building of hospital or roads or stops paying of salaries? Is the governor not? Was the governor not? The visit.
Info. Right back after this.
This January 2024, Port Harcourt.